What's going on, boxing fans? Julian Williams here at the distance. Got a video for you guys. Prediction: Jason Litzau versus Celestino Caballero. Matchup takes place November the 27th at 130 pounds. Puts together challenger. It's not a challenger fight. Excuse me. Pretty much former challenger for the IBF super featherweight championship. Jason Litzau against the former, pretty much undisputed super bantamweight champion Celestino Caballero. Overall, this is an interesting matchup. Say at least. Jason Litzau coming off a victory over Rocky Juarez back on the undercard of Roy Jones Jr. versus Bernard Hopkins back in April. Litzau, pretty much, he's had problems staying focused. You know, he has a very good amateur pedigree. And he's a very good boxer, very solid boxing skills. Had a very good amateur record with only 10 losses and more than 100 fights. So he's pretty good. Has a lot of fundamental skill. But you know, the problem with Jason Litzau is focus. Lack of focus and his matchups getting too big-headed. It's pretty much what Jason Litzau's problem has always been. Celestino Caballero is a fighter who is not really getting much of a big shot. He faced Steve Moeller a couple years ago, and pretty much it's as high as it's gotten for him. You know, he unified his WBO and Moeller's IBF Super Bantamweight championships, but he didn't get the big fight with Juan Manuel Lopez, even calling him out on YouTube videos, and still just not getting the fights with Lopez. So it is what it is. You know, he's coming off a very good victory, very good one-side performance over Dal Jordan back in April, like April 24th, had a victory over Dal Jordan. But overall, what I think needs to happen in this matchup, for Jason Litzau to win, Jason Litzau is going to have to set a lot of traps to find his offense, because Celestino Caballero is a southpaw. He's long and rangy and has a very good work rate and pretty good power. Jason Litzau is going to have to kind of set up traps using angles. He's also going to have to find a way to get inside. He's going to have to be very slick, counter with overhand right, and pretty much maybe just counter with combinations inside. I think that's going to be the main focus for Jason Litzau, is countering Celestino Caballero inside, being slick, countering with the straight right hand, right in the middle, inside. That's going to be pretty much a good key to victory. If he counters Caballero early, we might have to see Caballero make adjustments to his style and see what kind of adjustments he's going to have to make to be the fighter that's going to counter, because Celestino Caballero works. You know, he has a very good work rate, very good power, and starting probably rounds 3 or 4, he starts to find a pretty good rhythm to where he works from. He works with a pretty good rhythm, and Litzau doesn't want him to find that rhythm, because Caballero, when he finds that rhythm, he's a dangerous fighter. He finds his range, he maintains that range, and he continues to work. And the fighter that finds these three things is a dangerous fighter, especially for Jason Litzau, a fighter that kind of lacks focus at times, and the fighter who does and one problem with Litzau is when he moves back, his hands are down. That's pretty much a flaw. We saw it in the Guerrero fight. I saw it in another fight with him, and I saw it in the Juarez fight. It's kind of a continuing problem for Jason Litzau, is having the hands down. So keep the hands up, get inside countering. He's not going to be able to get inside using the jab. He's going to have to use movement, and he's going to have to use angles. He's going to have to find this way to get inside. Maybe use the angles to get Caballero off balance, to kind of find his counter, find counters, and set all kinds of traps so we can counter Celestino Caballero. And I think it's pretty much a simple and basic way for Jason Litzau to take this matchup, if he finds ways to counter and set traps so he can set up offense against Caballero. Caballero in this matchup, I think pretty much in this matchup he wants to take out Jason Litzau early. Even though Jason Litzau was a fighter that kind of, like I said, lacks focus at times, he's still a very good boxer, and he does have very good skill. So Caballero in this matchup, he wants to stay focused. He wants to, fight, at a very high, intense pace. At a high, intense pace, he comes forward, he jabs a lot, he has a high work rate. In this matchup, he wants a high work rate. He wants to go to the body, he wants to go up top, he wants to throw a lot of volume shots so that Jason Litzau doesn't find a way to get off. And, and with Jason Litzau, like I said, he moves back and the hands are down. Jab towards Jason Litzau's body, and that's going to set up the left hand over the top. The overhand left is going to be there if Celestino Caballero drives Jason Litzau back using the jab to the body. If he jabs to the body and continues to come forward and pressure him with the jab, that overhand left is going to be there for Celestino Caballero. Maybe a lot of movement. Find the spots very well in the matchup, but incorporate movement along with that. A lot of lateral movement, jab and use the lateral movement, use it all to his advantage. He has the range. He's tall. He has the range, and he has the energy, the high energy level to simply give Litzau a lot of problems. And other than that, I believe he's a southpaw fighter. So it's going to be a weird angle for Caballero, but I think that if he continues to come forward, if he continues to work, and pretty much tries to take out Litzau, but he has to be smart with it. He has to choose those spots very well, and work patiently behind the jab and try to throw the overhand left behind the jab. And I think that Caballero should take this matchup. So what I think is going to happen? I'm going to go with the knockout for Celestino Caballero. I think that the work rate will be too much for Jason Litzau. I think the work rate, the pressure, and I think the boxing ability and the range, I think it all will be too much for Jason Litzau. And I just think that Caballero should take this matchup by knockout in probably round 8. So anyway, guys, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.